From embarrassing MLB players even before playing in the MLB to training routines that are just weird. Here are 10 things you didn't know about Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Starting with someone he would certainly take a bullet for. I'm talking about his bestie, Yuma Tongu. Yamamoto met his bestie, Yuma Tongu, before the age of 5. They were neighborhood buddies, shared a hobby for baseball, and used the restroom at the same time in the same elementary school. Because of baseball, the boys grew tighter than a catcher's mitt in his hands. But here's the kicker. The same thing that brought them together would separate them. Yamamoto wanted to take his baseball to the next level, so he bailed out of Okayama for Miyazaki to attend Miyako-Nojo High School. Tongu, on the other hand, would go on to attend Tokyo's Asia University. While his best friend was at university, Yamamoto scored a delicious draft spot with the Oryx Buffaloes, and it looked like the two were destined for two very different paths. But hold on one sec. In 2018, guess who got drafted by the Oryx Buffaloes? Yamamoto's best pal. That's who, damn it! Tongu joined the team as a cleanup hitter, hitting, pitching, and playing with an insane chemistry together. They were the best in the league. This formidable duo would take the Buffaloes to 3 Japan series between 2021 and 2023 and win 1. When the MLB came calling in December 2023, Yamamoto was snatched from his best friend by the Dodgers. But knowing these two, bro, I smell a reunion on the horizon. But while Yamamoto waits for his best pal, he's chilling with some crazy stats that make his MLB pals look like rookies. MLB stars may be highly respected in America, but there are some stats that Yamamoto is already using to flex on them. Stats they will never get. Aside from being the only pitcher to pitch 2 no-hitters in consecutive seasons, in the span of 2021 to 2023, Yamamoto led the Pacific League in ERAs, wins, and strikeouts. But that's not even all. Our man Yamamoto snatched the pen from Randy Johnson's hands and rewrote baseball history. He's the only pitcher in baseball history to have 3 consecutive Triple Crowns. His three-peat of the Eiji Sawamura Award, the Cy Young equivalent, was done last by Randy Johnson between 1999 to 2002. The kid is balling. I mean, we're talking next-level greatness here. He's making the best pitchers across the Pacific Ocean look like toddlers. But you want to know what's really crazy? He is thrashing the butts of these MLB players even before playing in the US of A. He started doing this in the 2023 World Baseball Classics. Everyone remembers Ohtani's pitching that won the Classics for Japan. But what y'all missed, and y'all should be canceled for it, was Yamamoto's display in the semis against Mexico that booked them a place in the final. Down 3-0, Yamamoto took his place on the mound. With the weight of his nation on his shoulders, he pitched like his life depended on it. With fastballs averaging 95 miles per hour, he wasn't going easy on the Mexicans. Occasionally, he would spice up his pitch with a curveball and splitter here and there, and it was working. Mexico only got 1 run in the 3 1/3 innings he pitched, while he struck out some of Mexico's best hitters and MLB stars such as Alek Thomas, Rowdy Tellez, and Austin Barnes. Japan tied things in the 7th inning and with some late drama, edged past Mexico in the 9th. If Yamamoto's WBC performance is anything to go by, these hitters in the MLB better watch out. But the World Baseball Classic isn't the only thing Yamamoto has won with Japan. He's also snatched up some gold medals with his home country like it's just another day at the park. Back in 2019, Japan defeated their North Asian neighbor South Korea 5-3 in the finals to win the WBSC Premier 12 on home turf. That win bagged them a ticket to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and in front of home fans, they took gold again like nobody's business. This already signifies that by and large, Yamamoto is a gold magnet. And guess how he makes winning gold look so easy? His pitches. This dude has a robust arsenal of pitches that put batters on their bloody toes every day. But there's one that really stands out. His curveball, which reminds you of a yo-yo. This shit is just sick. Look, yes, his fastballs can clock up to speeds of 99 miles per hour, and he can surprise a batter by switching it up with splitters and cutters when he needs to. But his deadliest and most nasty pitch that all batters dread is his curveball. His style is so delicious yet so unique. Dude throws as if he's messing around with a freaking yo-yo. Additionally, he normally pitches a Kershaw curveball, but when he wants to go Super Saiyan, he whips the most beautiful rainbow curveball you'll ever see. Of course, skills like these don't just come from just swallowing Gatorade or doing your normal run-of-the-mill athletic routines. Nah, This dude owes most of his skill to some extraordinary levels of training, and Yamamoto's training routine is extraordinary. Extraordinarily bizarre. He normally starts with yoga stretches that would make you think he's a gymnast and not a baseball player. From there, he works on his throwing by launching size 1 footballs to warm his limbs up. Even after that, he still doesn't pick up a baseball. Oh no. Instead, he goes outside to practice javelin throws. That's right, Japan's best pitcher practices pitching by throwing javelins. I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. Maybe Yamamoto knows something that we don't. Maybe a war is coming or something. In any case, it's not just what he does that makes his routine weird, it's what he doesn't do. As common as weightlifting is for pitchers, Yamamoto doesn't lift bars. Given that he still pitches balls over 90 miles per hour, I don't want to imagine the speeds he'll reach if he starts lifting bars. But maybe he doesn't even need to lift bars with all the money bags he's carrying. This is because Yamamoto has the richest contract as a pitcher in all of Major League Baseball. Our boy hit the jackpot when he signed a $325 million 12-year contract with the Dodgers. Swimming in this much dough is already a headline pleaser, but Yamamoto made it sweeter by outshining the contract of the great Garrett Coles by a cool $1 million. His contract is also the biggest for a Japanese player coming from the NPB. The closest contract to this is worth less than half of his and belongs to Masahiro Tanaka, who cashed in a $155 million deal with the Yankees. Yamamoto is simply not your mate. No wonder in his free agent frenzy, everybody just wanted a piece of him, but the Dodgers got lucky. So lucky that before Yamamoto, they also scored the superstar Shohei Ohtani. But their bank account took a hit because of this luck. Their luxury tax is now $15 million away from the cap. So if they manage to sign another hot player, we know that player is probably not playing for the money. But Yamamoto might be one of the last buzzworthy players to join the Dodgers for a while. Remember when I said the Dodgers were lucky to get Yamamoto? Well, I didn't emphasize how lucky they were, because he was so close to playing for the Mets. So close that it was almost a done deal. But to understand what happened, let's go back a little. You see, Yamamoto always had impressive stats during his Oryx Buffalo days. We all know that. But when he really stole the show and made a statement was back on September 9th, 2023. In a game against the Chiba Lot Marines, Yamamoto was on fire, throwing over 100 pitches, striking out 8 players and walking 1. Not once did a batter register a hit with him on the mound. This was his second no-hitter in just over a year and the 100th in the NPB. But what Yamamoto may not have realized was there was a lot more at stake than his team's victory. MLB big shots were in the stadium watching, 15 of them. From Yankees GM Brian Cashman to the representatives of the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Blue Jays, and more. Later in December, Mets owner Steve Cohen had dinner with Yamamoto with several important figures such as New York President David Stearns and manager Carlos Mendoza. I'm sure Steve Cohen had his chefs cook the best meal they could to help him win Yamamoto over. But unfortunately for the Mets, it would take more than a fancy dinner to land the youngster. You're probably thinking now, so what did the Dodgers do differently to snatch them for themselves? The Dodgers weren't the only team to wave a big bag at him. They weren't even the first to scout him. The Mets literally offered the same contract to him that the Dodgers gave. Worse, the contract that the Yankees offered would have meant he would have earned a higher base salary if he had chosen them. So if money isn't Yamamoto's motivation, then what is it? Was it the chance to play with his fellow countryman Ohtani? Well, as much as Yamamoto holds him in high regard and looks forward to their time together, Ohtani wasn't the first thing that made him come to LA. Yamamoto was more concerned about winning than anything when he wanted to come to the MLB. In his judgment, it seemed that the Dodgers were the right team to accomplish that goal. Additionally, there was a bit of nostalgia at play, since he did watch Kenta Maeda pitch for the Dodgers years back with the jersey number he now wears. And speaking of jersey numbers, Yamamoto's preferred number means more than you think. Did you know 18's like Yamamoto's lucky charm? It didn't start with him though. In Japanese baseball culture, the jersey number 18 has become like a crown jewel for ace pitchers. The whole 18 vibe started as far back as the 60s, and throughout the years, many Japanese household names have rocked it, from Daisuke Matsuzaka with the Boston Red Sox to Hiroki Kuroda with the Yankees, and even Kenta Maeda for Yamamoto's team, the Dodgers. So any team facing a Japanese pitcher with the number 18 knows they're in for a tough inning. Knowing what this number means for Yamamoto, most teams had the number vacant in the hopes of signing him when he was still a free agent. 18 is the number Yamamoto is known for. He wore it throughout his time with the Oryx Buffaloes and when representing Japan, and he's still gonna rock those digits when he steps on the mound for the Dodgers. Which of these did you not know about? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing MLB content. And while you're at it, check out this video right here.